Okay, hello everyone. This is AverVision 4. We're going to learn the Visualizer Controller button here. This is just going to be a brief overview of the Visualizer Control button. This button right here, what we can do is you can do a lot of things on this one. And the first button here is going to be a pause button. It's like a freeze frame. So if I hit pause, it's going to be frozen. And then if I move I'm going to move the scissors a little bit, and then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to hit pause, and look, now it's not frozen anymore. So that's the pause button. It's kind of like freezing the picture. This is autofocus, so you hit that and it'll automatically focus. There's also this button on the document camera itself. It's called AF. Here's a zoom. These two are zoom buttons, so I want to zoom in more. We're going to zoom out, and then if you ever get lost and if you think you're too far in, you hit reset and it'll zoom all the way out and show you as wide as it can go. If you notice that you can't get it facing the way you want to, you can hit this button right here or rotate it. So this would be good for, a lot of text. Sometimes it's hard to know what's the top and what's the bottom, and these buttons will help. And so that's the first section. The second is if you hit this button, image adjustment, you're going to find all these other options. So when you first open it, it'll be all these. And then if you hit image adjustment, all these new options will pop up. So if you want to go back to the other options, you hit that little arrow right here. So the first button here is the sun, its brightness. So you can go really bright or you can go really dark. It's usually pretty good at adjusting for you. So that's brightness. The next is contrast. This is going to make it more contrast. You see there's a bigger break between the black and white. And then here's a lot of contrast, a lot more grays, a lot more subdued. You put it in the middle, it's going to be pretty good. This next one here is white balance, or kind of color how it sees white. If you leave it on auto, it should work pretty well. But if I'm going to take it off auto just to show you, this will make it more red. This will make it more blue. It kind of puts like a tint over it. But if you just do auto, it should make the whites white and the blacks black. This is manual focus. So you notice I got my air can here. I want to focus more on that. So I'm going to try to make that focused. It's not a 3D object, so it's focusing on here. I thought it worked better, but so that's how you can manually change the focus on that button. And this is exposure. This is about how much light it lets in. So if you notice, I got the sun coming in through the window here, so I want this area to be brighter. So I'm going to change the exposure. I'm going to take it off auto and make it more bright. So because I want to show what's in this section up here. So I can make that brighter and auto, and it'll auto adjust to whatever. This is a cool one. This is an angle. So if you have something at an angle, you can rotate it as you wish, and it'll manually rotate that, and you hit reset and it'll go back to 0. This is fun. This is color. This will make it black and white, this guy here. And this is inverted or negative. So you notice this is now white, this is now black. And then since this was a brown before, it kind of turns it blue. Oh, no, this one. And this is back to normal. So this is a negative. Do kind of a cool effect with that. And this is normal. So that's cool. And then this is, you can have 2 modes. This is a mode button. So this is for fast motion. If you're going to be doing a lot of moving things around on the document camera, you can do a fast motion setting. And this is text mode, made for text. And so the difference between these is the fast motion increases the frames per second, and it'll make motion less blurry. And the text is probably a richer kind of contrast for text and reading. And so yeah, that is the Visualizer Control button. brief overview. It's where you do a lot of image adjustment basically. And so yeah, so next we'll go to annotation. Okay, hello everyone. This is AverVision 4. We're going to learn the Visualizer Controller button here. This is just going to be a brief overview of the Visualizer Control button. This button right here, what we can do is, you can do a lot of things in this one. And the first button here is going to be a pause button. It's like a freeze frame. So if I hit pause, it's going to be frozen